Okay, so now you're ready to start working. Well, let's get started. So, what we want to work on first is actually understanding the approach of why we're doing things. And the reason why you're watching this video is because a do it yourself program, aka doing stuff at home on a regular basis, is how to get the best results in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of effort and the least amount of cost. So, in my practice, even though I would physically work on people, I would still send them home with something for them to do because I know that the body needs regular and consistent things to get better. You blow your back out, the best thing for you is to keep moving every half an hour. You hurt your feet, the best thing is to keep moving, keep going after it. So in the foot realm, studies have shown that up to 90% of foot problems can be relieved with a done at home, at home proper type of program where the regular and consistent nature of it has a bigger effect than any other types of therapies involved. Now, you can get therapies on top of that, and I do want to encourage that. Chiropractic, physical therapy, reflexology, massage therapy, all of those things are great in coordination, but a lot of them don't provide the full relief that you need, like a done at home DIY type of program. So let's get into that a little bit. What are we actually trying to achieve? Going back to our nifty difty handy little guys here, we are trying to take pressure off the spots that are a problem area. So take for instance if you have plantar fasciitis. What we want to do is stop the tug of war that's happening so that this doesn't get pulled on. Remember, there's those couple of things. There's pain relief, and then there's fixing the problem. And we want to get after fixing the problem and provide pain relief at the same time. So going back to that concept of if I have a cut right here, and this is tight, and this is tight, and it's pulling on that cut, that's going to cause pain, and that's going to cause dysfunction. But if we loosen this up over here and we loosen this up over here, you can see that that's going to take pressure off of that injured site. It's going to relax the tissue around it to stop the irritation. So not only are you going to get pain relief, you're going to get an improvement in function and be much less likely to have the pain return. So that's the cool thing. That's the concept between all of the foot different problems that we have. Plantar fasciitis, tendon tears, bunions, shin splints, you name it, hammer toes. All of these are if we take tension off of the system and we create a functional, the way that our foot is naturally supposed to move system, it will actually naturally heal the areas that you have a problem at. Even, for example, tendon tears, plantar fasciitis, Achilles bursitis, what'll happen is most of the time the dysfunction comes from you walking crooked. And so one of the solutions that you need to get after is getting after that tightness so that you can start to walk on a normal aspect without having your feet be tilted or twisted or anything of that nature. So how do you actually do that? Well, there's all sorts of different ways to get after the mobility of it. Once you get the mobility, and that's through the use of soft tissue work where you're actually physically getting in there and loosening the tissue up, then you want to reteach your body how to actually work. So we know that as I go to walk and I step, my foot is supposed to land a certain way and roll through. I'm supposed to go through my toes, and as I push off, it's all supposed to happen seamlessly without us thinking of it. Now, when we go to try to fix this as a problem and a solution, we actually have a really hard time thinking about it. However, if we do very specific exercises where we're doing toe exercises, Okay, so we're differentiating toe movements. We're differentiating ankle movements. If we increase the mobility of those joints and we increase the movement of those areas, we will naturally start to walk better. Okay, it thankfully has a direct translation. As I start to loosen up my ankle joint, it allows me to take a better, more natural step. So some of you may have noticed that when you have pain, you start to kind of shuffle around. You don't take your full steps. Naturally, as you start to fix your problem and not just chase the pain, you will start to take those nice big steps again. You'll start to be able to walk over and you'll start to be able to feel natural. And this is why you'll actually start to get pain relief from the standpoint of getting out of bed, taking a step down, and not having any pain. The flexibility will be there that overnight as you start to stiffen up. You'll be able to step down. All of those joints, all of that tissue will allow it to expand out as gravity pulls your body weight down onto the ground. You'll be able to open all of that up, and you won't be able, and you won't have the pain associated with what you're doing. Okay? So now this all can be accomplished step by step, and it takes a while. So I do want to have this little talk with you that it took you years to get dysfunctional. It's going to take you a little bit to get it unwound. On average, the body responds in 3-month increments. It doesn't matter if you're doing Olympic lifting as a professional athlete or you're the 70-year-old who has grandkids and whatever the case may be. Our body works off of, in general, 3-month segments where we incorporate something new. It takes 3 months for it to respond. So naturally, if you've had foot pain for a while, it's probably going to take about 3 months. In that time frame, you should be progressing through step by step in a logical way where you're first relieving your pain, then you're starting to get some of that mobility back, and then you're starting to get the function back. And that's the big key. If you miss one of those steps, you're going to keep having the cycle of pain come back. If you don't get your flexibility back and you just chase pain relief, you're going to have pain come back. If you don't get your function back, you're going to then lose your mobility, and then you're going to have pain come back. So they all work in sequence, and they all have to be done in this specific order. And in general, that takes about 3 months. So here's the beauty of all of this. After learning all of these progressions with the thousands of patients that I've worked with in my office, I'm super excited to talk to you guys today about the DIY Foot Relief Now program that I have for you. So this is the exciting thing. This is the culmination of my career, and what I figured out is that it doesn't matter which problem you actually have. The steps are actually the same to relieve the pain and to get the function back into your body so that the pain doesn't come back. And this is especially geared towards the people who have had pain, tried several different things, and still haven't gotten the relief. It's a sign that something wasn't right in your treatment plan. It's a sign that you didn't take care of the actual root cause of things. And this DIY program is all about that. It's a 3-month program designed step by step to take care of your pain, get rid of the mobility issues, and then return your foot to the function that it's supposed to, aka walk normal, have your toes move the way that they're supposed to, all of those sorts of things that go into normally walking without you even thinking about it. Okay, it's a progression. And in the program itself, you will get after getting the nutritional things that you need. So let me just start talking about the program a little bit. We'll give you supplements. The supplements that you need to actually heal your body instead of just creating that blanket inflammation. We'll give you some lotions to put on to actually increase the healing of the area. Then we'll get after mobility type of movements. So then we create these little things for you where you get after your ankle and then your toes, and step by step we make you better. And then that eventually leads to you to getting more functional, aka being able to walk, being able to do the things that you want to do without having pain, and being able to just move forward with getting after your life. So let's talk a little bit about what the program entails. It's going to require daily commitment for a very short amount of time. Because like I said, I found that is the best. That's what works the best for our body. It's also the easiest from a time management standpoint. Okay? When we go to the doctor, we have this massive time commitment to get there. We drive there, we wait in the waiting room, we go in, and these appointments can be long, drawn out. Physical therapy appointments can be very long and drawn out. Some chiropractic appointments are a little bit shorter, but in general, we go there once to twice a week, and that's just not enough for our body. We need this regular and consistent aspect, and we need it in short periods. So the program has a morning routine, a lunchtime routine, and a nighttime routine, all of which require less than 3 minutes of your time. 3 minutes. So very short, condensed, high impact, and it progresses through in the logical way that no matter what your condition is, you will have success moving forward. Okay? So, well, how much does that cost, you ask? Well, let's get into a little bit of the logistics of how much it is to go to your doctor. Would it make sense that you've got, on average, a 15-minute drive to get to your doctor's appointment? And when you're there, you have a copay. And a lot of people have a deductible. This is one of the things that's crazy. On average, I think it's $2,500 these days before your insurance kicks in to have a deductible. Huge cost in that, right? Huge cost in your time, huge cost in your effort. And if you've been watching these videos, clearly it didn't pan out for you because you still have some sort of pain or problem. And that's what you're actually here for, is to learn more about that. So that's the cost of traditional model. This DIY program is for just $397. Now, with that, you get really cool stuff. You get all the toys and gadgets that you need, as I like to call them. The different things of the supplements, the lotions, the mobility tools, toe spacers, everything that you need to be successful in the 3 months that this takes, you will get sent to you right away with a package. You also get some really cool time with me. You will get to go into the Facebook group, and in this Facebook group is the community of people who are getting better, that are just like you, and finding results, finding their success, and they're sharing everything with you. So all of the tips, all of the tools, all of the aspect that you need from a community help standpoint, because guess what? You're not alone. There's a lot of people out there with foot pain, and I definitely want to help you with that. That is why I created this program. That is why I created this community, is so that you can have a safe place that you feel like you're getting the right information to actually move you forward and fix you. So for $397, you can sign up below. The link is below, and you can put in your information. We'll send a package out to you right away. We'll get you into the Facebook immediately, and step by step, we will start making you better, better, and better. And I can't wait to see your success story hanging on my wall, right? We love this when people start moving forward. So I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to putting you into the group and starting to share with the community. We will see you on the other side. Take care.